Hi everyone, welcome to Crochet OK episode 5. I'm Lydia and it is March 3rd, 2021. Hard to believe it's March already, right? That's how I feel about it anyway. I have a new piece of art here in the background. This is a drawing by Grant Reynard. He's an artist from Nebraska, which is my home state. And this was actually a Christmas gift from my parents, but I just got it up on the wall. So hopefully having that random butt up there is not too distracting. All right, so for finished objects this week, it's all hats again. I gave that big bag of hats that I showed y'all last video to my counselor, and the counselor at my school, I should say. And she said she's already given some of them out to kids, so that made me super happy. I haven't seen any kids wearing them around yet, but I'm kind of excited to see that. So I have 6 more hats. These first 3 are Lion Brand Mandala, and the other 3 are Karen Cakes, I believe. I've had the yarn for a long time. So like I said in my last video, this is just a really good way to use up yarn scraps and leftover yarns. So there's 1, 2, 3, and then these ones are I'm pretty sure it's some type of Karen yarn. I don't really remember. And that's it. I'll probably hang on to these a while. I don't want to overwhelm her with hats, so I'll wait for her to give away the ones that I've already donated and then give her some more. So those are the things that I've finished, but I wanted to show you what I'm currently working on. So I don't usually make a lot of amigurumi, and the main reason for that is I really don't like sewing all those little parts together. That's my least favorite thing. But I listened to a podcast episode recently about the Loch Ness Monster, and it reminded me that the Loch Ness Monster is my favorite cryptid. And I'm a big skeptic. I don't necessarily believe in the Loch Ness Monster, but I just think she's cool. You know, it's just fun to think about. So here is the start of my Nessie. You can see her tail right here. And then I'm working on the body. So I'm just going to continue decreasing right now until I get to the neck, and then do the neck and head up here, and I will sew the flippers on separately. So I started this, and then I realized that this would be a good project for the Pisces season make-along. This is going on right now. It is a make-along that Kalisha of the Quirky Monday channel does every year. So it can be something that uses blues and greens, or it can be literally sea life. So I think that will fit in nicely with that. So yeah, I'm just kind of making it up as I go along. There were some plesiosaur patterns that I found on Ravelry, but none that I really liked. So I figured I would just make it up as I go along. And the yarn I'm using is pretty thin, so if, like, most of the patterns that I saw were for worsted weight, so if I did that with this yarn, it would just be super small. And if I'm making a plush, I want it to be, I don't want it to be teeny tiny. I know that some people might feel differently about that, but I want it to be pretty substantial. I don't like miniature things. The yarn I'm using for this one is called Tube Cotton Fine. It's from Ice Yarns. And I like it pretty well. I don't know if I would order it again, honestly, because it just doesn't seem good for garments. It's really, in my opinion, more of a home decor type of yarn. It is, let me see if I can get a good view for you. It's chain spun, and then it's actually, the strand itself is kind of stuffed with like fiber fill. If you can see, it's like coming apart. It has like some fluff in there. And the content is 67% cotton, 33% polyamide. So I'm guessing the cotton is what's on the outside, and then the polyamide is like the stuffing. And it is a 2 weight, just to give you the info on that yarn. But yeah, I think she's coming along pretty nice so far. Yeah, I think because the reason that she's my favorite, even though I don't really, I don't really believe there's a plesiosaur in Scotland. Like, it just doesn't make sense. The water's too cold. But I was really into dinosaurs as a kid, as a lot of kids are. So, it's just fun to think that one's still out there swimming around, even though I think it's probably not true. So my goal is to finish this within the next couple of weeks so that it is on time for the mouse. So this is probably what I'm going to be working on the most in the near future. I also wanted to show you my little tiny bit of progress on my latch hook. So here it is. It's very big, but you can see the mushroom design right there. I don't know what I'm going to use this for, whether it's going to be a rug or a wall hanging. Haven't really decided yet. I don't need to decide because I still have a lot of work to do before I get to that point. So you can see I've just done this little strip on the side. And I enjoy working on it. The only problem is it's not as mindless of a project as I kind of wanted it to be. And the reason for that is, you can see that the design is printed on here, but there are some places, and I don't know if I can find a good example, but there are some places like right here where the color doesn't go all the way to the top. So it's like half of one color and half of the other color. So when that happens, you have to make a decision about which color it's going to be. And sometimes I don't want to make a lot of decisions. You just want to sit and work on something and not have to think. So there are times when I have to think, which is kind of a bummer, but I'll keep working on it. I'm still hoping to finish this. So I just wanted to show you what I've done so far, even though it is not a lot. Yep. So that's pretty much it for this week. Yeah. If you are a crocheter or any type of crafter, make sure you check out this make along. It's open to all crafts, not even just yarn crafts. So if you draw or paint, or if you make jewelry, whatever, you can still participate. Her YouTube channel is Quirky Monday, but I believe she is Nadira Tani on Instagram. I think that's her Instagram handle. But it's a fun, I participated in years past, and it's a fun thing to do. And let me know in the comments, do you have a favorite cryptid? And if so, what is it? I would like to know. And I appreciate any likes, comments, and subscribes if you feel so inclined. It helps me grow my channel, so thank you if you choose to do that. I will see you all next week.